Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching SAMAA News. Here are today's headlines. Pakistan has asked the United States for a $10 billion exchange stabilization facility, which, if approved, could provide a lifeline for the cash-strapped South Asian economy. In the request to US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, Islamabad is seeking a bilateral exchange stabilization support facility between the US and the Pakistani government worth $10 billion, with maturity of up to 5 years. The facility, if agreed to, would bolster Pakistan's reserves, ease pressure on the rupee and reduce its reliance on multilateral financing, even as Islamabad undertakes tighter fiscal and monetary policies in line with its International Monetary Fund programme. The US military has ended its latest strikes on Iran, marking the 11th consecutive night of attacks. US Central Command said the strikes targeted Iranian military centers, drone facilities, aircraft hangars, and logistics sites to reduce threats to shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. The US Central Command said in a statement that its assets also targeted Iranian maritime capabilities to further degrade Iran's ability to threaten commercial shipping in the Strait of Hormuz. It said the strikes lasted about 75 minutes late on Tuesday. US Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has told lawmakers that the US war in Iran has cost $37.5 billion, while urging Congress to approve more funding. He warned funding shortages could impact military readiness, while lawmakers criticised the administration over its handling of the war. Hegseth told lawmakers at a hearing in Washington that the $37.5 billion included certain aspects of the war, as well as anticipated costs through September 30th. The Pentagon says 18 US troops have been killed and about 430 injured since the conflict began, as Trump continues to threaten further strikes on Iran.
President Donald Trump has said that Iran desperately wants to meet with Washington, but insists the US will only engage in meaningful talks. Talking to reporters in the Oval Office alongside Lebanese President Joseph Aoun, Trump warned that the US would soon strike Pickaxe Mountain, a heavily fortified site linked to Iran's nuclear program. He also threatened to attack any new location where Tehran attempts to resume nuclear activity. He also warned Yemen's Houthis that Washington would respond if they imposed a naval blockade in the Red Sea. He said the US had dealt with the Houthis before and would take care of business if the group went ahead with the threat. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian has said that Tehran's achievements during negotiations under the Islamabad Memorandum of Understanding exceeded expectations before the United States violated its commitments. Speaking at a ceremony, he said Iran's main objective was to reopen the Strait of Hormuz for oil exports and address other vital issues. Pezeshkian added that the level of interaction with Iran's supreme leader was increasing day by day, and that Mojtaba Khamenei had stressed the need to end the country's neither war nor peace situation. Iran's Interior Minister Eskandar Momeni has met Chief of Defense Forces Field Marshal Asim Munir at General Headquarters in Rawalpindi. According to the ISPR, the two discussed bilateral and regional security, border management, and matters of mutual interest. Momeni praised Pakistan's diplomatic role in easing regional tensions, while both sides agreed to maintain close coordination on regional security. Separately, Momeni called on Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, who reiterated Pakistan's willingness to mediate between the United States and Iran amid escalating tensions in the Middle East. The PM also urged all sides to exercise restraint and avoid actions that could further destabilize the region.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has appointed General Mikhailo Drapachy as defense minister after a controversial government reshuffle raised concerns over the country's war strategy. The dismissal of tech-focused reformist Mikhailo Fedorov sparked fears that Ukraine's battlefield progress could slow. Zelensky replaced Oleksandr Syrsky, 60, with Drapachy, 43, a respected and experienced commander who led the country's land forces from 2024 to 2025 and is described as a general of a new generation. India's Education Minister has said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's administration was committed to addressing the concerns of protesting youth and exam reforms, in the latest sign that the government was beginning to respond to growing protests. The comments by Dharmendra Pradhan are his first since the youth-led Cockroach movement launched a protest in New Delhi last month, seeking his resignation over the leak of medical school test papers. He said the students of India deserve far better than being treated as props in a political campaign. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching SAMAA News.